My prediction is going to be like an excellent fight. You know, Josh is a former champion, well-rounded guy. You know, the guy is is a tough opponent. He has all the qualities to put a good fight. You know, and that's my first fight in Strikeforce. My first fight back in US in 4 years. So I'm really excited. You know, I just want to go there and give the energy to the fans. That's the fight they want to watch. You know, that's a lot of people been talking about it. So I'm really excited and happy. You know, to be here, to be part of Strikeforce, and has the opportunity to make my name in US.
Excellent. And for you, Josh, clearly, should you win this fight, you're looking at a possible third bout with Gilbert Melendez, a chance to recapture your title. Certainly a danger of looking past your tough fight on Saturday night. What added pressures do you feel going into this fight with those consequences in mind?
I haven't thought about the Gilbert fight at all, to be honest. If I don't focus on him, I'm not going to get to that fight. So I've done all my training to focus on this fight, and the fact that the media keeps bringing up Gilbert kind of irritates me, just because I know that everybody else is looking past him and I'm not. So my whole focus right now is him and everything he brings to the table, his power, his grappling. He's got good wrestling. Maybe it's not technical, but he's a very good wrestler. So he's going to be stronger than me probably, and you know, he's going to hit harder than me probably. I mean, everyone knows I don't hit hard. So I just go out there and lay it all out on the line and give what I got. You know, I can try to beat you in every aspect of the game. I'm a good MMA fighter. That's what I do, and I'm just going to go out there and give what I got.
Great. And physically, how are you feeling?
Questions for JZ. JZ, you're not super well known here in the States by your own admission. You haven't fought here in about 4 years. Big star over in Japan, though. You've been ranked top 10 before. Kind of introducing yourself to the American casual fan, not so much the hardcores, but the American casual fan. What do you want them to know after Saturday night? What do you want them to know about JZ?
I came to fight. I'll be good.
Where do you see JZ on the list of contenders? I mean, you've had a lot of really respectful things to say about him. Where do you see him at 155 before the fight? And then also you said he hits harder than you. He's a really good wrestler. Where are you better than JZ?
I'm glad you actually brought up the top 10 earlier in another question. I think it's a joke that you guys have guys like Ben Henderson ranked above guys like JZ. You guys gotta be freaking kidding me. This kid's he's a beast, man. The guy's a great fighter. He's well-rounded. He's got great ground and pound. He's fought some of the guys. He's fought Masato in K1. Are you guys kidding me? Really? You guys got a guy named Ben Henderson ranked above this guy. You guys are out of your mind. This guy's a savage. He's good on the ground. He's got good submissions. He's got everything you need. As far as what I do best, I'm not worried about where I can beat him. I've got to beat him everywhere to win this fight. I told this to every person I did media interviews with. I can go out there and fight the fight of my life and still lose. So that let me know when I started this camp how hard I need to train, how much I need to do. So I'm prepared for that. You know, I'm not going to go out there and get in a slugfest with him. You know, there are times where I'm probably going to chase after a knockout if it's there, if it presents itself. You know, but the last thing I want to do is stand in front of him and get hit. You know, I'm not going to go out there and just shoot a single leg takedown and, you know, and just without setting it up. It's got to be something where everything's got to work in my advantage. You know, I've got to get him, I've got to bait him on the feet to get the takedown. I got to shoot the takedown to maybe land something on the feet. I've got to beat him everywhere. There's no way I'm going to win this fight by just doing one thing. No, it's, you know what it is? We had this conversation with Scott Coker. The days of these fighters turning down fights is a joke. I mean, I think it's disrespectful to the Strikeforce, not only Strikeforce but other organizations as well. When a promoter calls you and says, "Hey, you want to fight this guy?" This guy's ranked like he is, or this guy should be ranked, you know, in the top 5 in the world. It means that one of the best fighters I'm ever going to face in my life. How could you not get up for that? That's the first thing. The second thing is, I mean, when Scott asked me if I wanted to fight him, there was no like, "Oh, well, let me think about it." No, it was like, hell yeah. You know, if you want to be a fighter, these are the fights that you have to take. And I've asked for the best fighters in the world, and guess what? Scott went out and signed up one of the best fighters in the world, and this is him, and this is who I'm fighting. So when the opportunity presented itself, I said, hell yeah. That's the way these fights should be. That's the way the fighters should accept fights. You know, I've never heard Nick Diaz say, "I'm not going to fight that guy." Hell no. That's something we do. We fight the best guys that are presented to us.
I think you get a lot of maturity when you go through injuries, you know. because you got a setback. You can do what you love, you know. I still around the gym and help all the guys, you know. I think in 2008, 2009, I was cornering a lot of guys, you know, like George Santiago, one of my best friends, man. I've been so many wars with him, you know, coaching him, helping him. And like Diaz said also, you know, you learn from those things and you get ready to get back in the fight. So that's one of the things motivating to keep it doing, keep involved in the fight, you know, to learn and get the process to pass it through the injuries and be stronger, you know. And I'm much more mature, you know. I know my body much more. I listen to my body well now. And that time I learned a lot, you know, especially technical. I had the time to stop and, you know, be sharper on a couple of things, and a lot of things I have to learn. So I'm much more mature now than what I could say.
I guess you could say we've taken similar paths. You know, we fought some of the best guys beforehand, and then we both dealt with injuries. You know, I don't know how long he was out. I think probably close to the same amount of time I was. 15 months I was out, so probably about the same time. You know, you come back, you have, you know, my first fight back was Gilbert. His first fight back was Kakuno. I mean, to me, Kakuno's one of the top guys. You know, he's super strong. You know, he's got really awkward stand-up. He could have taken an easier fight, you know, and I could have vouched for taking an easier fight as well. We've decided, I think, in this last probably the last year, and that all that injury time, is that, you know, your career goes by so fast, and you look back and you think to yourself, you know, I just wasted 15 months of doing something I love, not only just to make money, but just to do the things that you love in life. And this is the one, you know, this is now opportunities presenting itself for us to both fight each other. It's like, we're not going to turn it down. We've sat on the sideline. Someone told me after the Gilbert fight, "Are you going to take some time off after that war?" I was like, "Are you kidding me? I just took 15 months off." So, no, definitely, you know, when the Healy fight happened, and now with this fight, you know, I was hoping to try and get another fight in, you know, before the end of the year. You know, to be honest with you guys, I want to win this fight. I want to get through this fight, and all the injuries, they're done, and I want to move on to, you know, fighting as much as possible.
There we go. There you go. Oh, yeah. We're going to give a quick face-off. There you go. Look out one time for these guys. Try not to laugh too hard, by the way. 3, 2, 1.5, 1, catch.